it is now 1 year when this whole thing happened, and it's my also duty to share with you. तेरी मेर दा बोलना तुदे आगे अरदास गुरु गुरु वाहे गुरु गुरु रामदास आद गुरे नमः जुगाद गुरे नमः सत गुरे नमः श्री गुरु देव नमः। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। चढ़दी कला, हाँ तुसी अपने वक्त चल जाओ। They have to leave now to participate in their evening divan, so we'll wish them best of time, and I hope. It is a very difficult part of the human life to understand how wonderful pain is, how wonderful tragedy is, and how powerful in our build and our achievement the opposition is. You might be in a position to travel around and do understand it is very easy for an aeroplane to take the opposite wind and take the height of the flight. ऐ बादे मुखालफ तेरा शुक्रिया, ऐ बादे मुखालफ तेरा शुक्रिया, तेरी वजह से हमारा परवाज है। ऐ बादे मुखालफ तेरा शुक्रिया, तेरी ही वजह से हमारा परवाज है। ऐ हयात मुखालफ हयात कुन, तेरी ही वजह से हम शहबाज हैं। O opposite wind, I am grateful to you. Because of thy self I have reached this height. O painful opposition, I am grateful to you. For that only I have become He-Man. I'm just making it a simple English for your understanding. The pain, the opposition, the abuse, the tragedy, the deceit, conspiracies are very painful. Nobody wants them. But do you know they are simple challenges? And without them, nobody could have even understood how one can live beyond the feeling of this earth with the power of the heavens. What is the difference between a man of God and a man of a man? When all men get together in a very congregated self of rule, it's called imperial law or law of the state. And with that, when they condemn the man of God, the smile at the face of the man of God is worth zillion preciousness. Because he has the time and the privilege to mock at the limited power of the egomaniac man who thinks the earth is the only place which can be worth anything. Forgetting that the man of God does not think earth more than a tennis ball. It's the difference of consciousness. As a player of tennis can do the service with the tennis ball, a man of God can do the service with his head and can roll it over to the court of the treacherous executor with absolutely that smile in which a tennis player can really do the service, hard, sophisticated, and classified as a good service. There's no difference in feelings. As a golf player can really hit the golf ball and bring it to the hole, the wholesomeness of the very satisfied man of God is the achievement when his body drops, duly condemned for godly reasons. And when people do slander, do insult, do say mean things, which meaninglessly are meant to hurt this person, the very prayer at that time to bless them in forgiveness is the highest prayer ever God in human body could have himself done. That is why Guru Arjan could forgive, Guru Tegh Bahadur could sacrifice, Buddha could just peacefully give his body, and so Jesus could go on the cross and forgive those who was at that time enjoying nailing him on the cross. Guru Arjan could forgive and bless those who was responsible for putting him on a hot plate and putting burning hot sand over his body, baking him like that of a baking potato. There was no difference. Me and you, in our sensitivity, can feel the pain, but you do not understand and feel the joy of those people at that time, because they were given this body back as an offering to the treacherous mind of the earthly, egomaniac, selfish, self-polluted minds who still think today or shall think tomorrow that they have got the best of the edge. Those who are responsible of attacking the Akal Takht, whatever the reason is, we are grateful to them today. They have awakened us. That mirage, that falsehood, that in the land of the Gurus, house of the Guru shall always be safe. That declaration that there shall be religious freedom and the houses of freedom shall be considered sanctuary, untouchable by any circumstances. That promise has been broken. You cannot do anything more than that. Just remember me. If you ever remember me for something, please remember me for this. You cannot do any good and any bad. The worst you can do is when you give a promise and you break it. That's all you can do. Whether breaking of your promise or taking of your vow or your commitment may bring disaster or not is not in your hand. But that's all you can do. And this is not you are doing to the other person. This is you committing your sin against your own consciousness, for which you and your generation shall suffer. That's the law of nature. Where is the Roman Empire today? Where is Christ is not? Where is the Caesar? And where is Jesus not? Where is the Mughal Empire? And where Guru Arjan Dev is not? The hand of God, the unseen power of the Creator is manifested. And the sacrifice is made to show those who feel they are the absolute monarch of this earth, and a little man of God comes out and proves it. No, God is still the owner. Today the house of God, Akal Takht, showed its might. Though they feel sacrifice was done and they recuperated by re-erecting it, resurrecting it. But they don't understand. In that sacrifice, in that resurrection, Panth Khalsa has been established deep in time and space forever. On that, I'd like to congratulate you. Some of you are very innocent. They do not know what tomorrow is for you. But whatever the history tomorrow is, you can understand the history of those people who used to just draw on the ground the fishes, and wherever the eye used to point out, and those pointing eyes will lead you to those little caves where these people who believed and loved Jesus used to pray. And don't misunderstand those times and space where they were burnt alive, that they were undesirable, and they were put before the lions, and that was the joy. What happened? In a couple hundred years, that Roman Empire fell before them. Same history was repeated at the time of Mughal Empire, but much worse. And what happened? In a couple hundred years, Mughal Empire fell before Khalsa, Darbare Khalsa. And today, if someone wants to start the sequence, somebody also should read the consequences. It is written over the wall. I am not sad today. I am happy today that I am alive and I could watch Siri Akal Takht sacrificing itself and resurrecting itself with its own glory. Those who destroyed it thought it was the bricks and the mortar and it's the building. To me, it was the throne eternal of the spiritual God on the earth. It was on the vein of the psyche of the spirituality. And its resurrection proves its livelihood. I feel that as a carrier, as a messenger, with my very little knowledge and little effort, with all the human weaknesses which I enjoy, and with all the fanatic strength which you have, we have created a relationship between us and the Guru, between the history, and we are the part of that history. And this relationship will live forever. This will prosper forever. And this will exist forever. Mailmen come, they serve the zones, and then they retire. Some don't like mailmen in their beats, and some you have seen have dogs to bark at them, tear up their clothes, and injure them. Mailmen are always accustomed to this. This is a part of their job. There are a lot of owners who let their angry dogs at their mailmen. A lot of egos are out to do that. And there are a lot of people who will enjoy it. But the mail shall be delivered in time. It's had established its communication. People who belong to the Sri Guru Granth has established the relationship. Duty of the mailman has finished. What shall happen to this body? It is already said and done. Path of the people of God and the Sikhs of the Guru is a written path. It cannot change. By framing or charging or absolutely defamations and by lawsuit and by abusiveness and by slanderous talk and all that slander is not a matter of pain or freaking out. And I would like Guru Amrit to understand that if she understands her name, Guru Amrit, she should also understand what she has to go through. When we make Amrit, we take a two-edged sword, and that is our mixer. But what she thinks, peaceful life and everything should be blossoming, beautiful, that's not how Amrit is made. Amrit is not made with chopsticks. And it is not made in a china bowl. It is made in a bowl of steel, and it is stirred by a two-edged sword, and it is a total symbol of the spirit of God through Guru Gobind Singh. So those who have taken Guru Amrit must understand their own role and their own tomorrow, their own today. And Tadi Singhs were here to tell them their yesterday. Do you mean to say at the time of that the Sikhs were not told, please don't go after the Guru, please don't fight, please? Mother of a little Sikh went to the court of the king and said, my child is not a Sikh. She attested and got the orders. Brought to the executor, look, my son is not a Sikh, I have given declaration, give me back my son. He said, sure, sure. These are the orders of the High Court, you can have it. And when that little child, 8-year-old, was told the order, he said, yes, this is my name. He said, but who brought it? Your mother. He said, my mother brought it. I like to see who is my mother. They said, this is your mother. He said, no, this is not my mother. I have never seen her. They said, this is your mother. You see, she must be saying is right. It must be truth. Where I am concerned, consciously I can swear, my mother cannot do it. She's not my mother. She does look like my mother. And I'm not a part of this plot. He said, these are the orders. You sign the release. He took the orders, tore it up. He said, release is signed. I am going. Please don't take me from the line of those who are lined for sacrifice. These are the days when you want to investigate who am I. You want to investigate those who work for me hours and hours, who they are. Neither I am anything, nor those who work around me are anything, nor those who have fallen and gone were anything, nor those who have come and served the house will be anything. We are just the bricks and the mortar of the time and space, who just do our job. Some came to bring others. Some came to bring themselves. Some came to leave the pain and to leave. It's all history. When Guru Arjan was said, you are Pratakhar, you are personified God. Why cannot we not stop this? He said, when a Sikh will go through this torture, who has laid the way, who has led the lesson, who has proven the point? So please, just remember, our history in the West has started. The guide of this dharma, the father of this dharma is Guru Gobind Singh. The mother of this dharma is Mata Sahib Deva. And dharma is by the will of the Akal Purkh. Khalsa, Akal Purkh ki Fauj. Pragatyo Khalsa, Parmatam ki Mauj. In the blissful state of God, Khalsa appeared. I on this day welcome those who have schemes and plans, and if by their any act my body shall be dropped, this booster shall be blocked, and my soul will be released, I shall be grateful. I have no relationship with anybody, nobody in any relationship through blood and by confirmation belongs to me. Neither I belong to anybody. My earth is finished. My heavens are in waiting, and my Guru is in blissful blessing. Whatever shall happen to me is already pre-written destiny through which I have to go. And I would like to make you understand that. Our life is well ordained, is a happy life. It has its traditions and has its points. If you can do anything for me and for yourself on this day, just pray that when the end comes, it should be in the faith of the Guru. There's no other desire worth desiring. दे शिवा बर मोह है शुभ कर्म ते कबू न डरूं न डरूं और स्यों जब जाए लड़ूं निश्चय कर अपनी जीत करूं और सिखो अपने ही मन को ये लालच हों गुनताऊं त्यों जब आव की अवध निधान बने अत ही रान में तब जूझ मरूं. If my end come, let me be dying fighting for the cause. And I have no other desire. Those who want to test me out, they are the blessed of the God, because it is always the opposition which gives the flight the height. I feel free, and I want you to feel free. Walk like a mountain. Just imagine whole Himalaya as a strength, and each one of you as a peak, as a mountain. What they call them? You understand? White head covered, walking range after range, walking with that pride and destiny, and being proud to be with God. And feeling the nearness of the Guru in the heart. Yet time has not stopped it. There are going to be things done to us which shall test our faith. And we are very proud to Almighty God. He set the examination for us at fast intervals. Therefore, please don't misunderstand what Akal Takht has done for us. For all we are rising from the dust of the Western Hemisphere and who are trying to keep our head above clouds and the white covered peaks of the mountain. Just understand, there is some mountain I'm going to call Mount McKinley, what they call it? In Alaska? Yeah, same thing. The might, the range of it, the line, the files after file, the whiteness of it, and the greenness of it, and the strength is carried, and steadiness is represented, is all what you can be. And all those who try to make, these rats who want to make a hole, it's just like a rat who wants to just make a little hole in the big, huge mountain. What difference it makes? They slandered Jesus Christ, they slandered Guru Arjan, they slandered Guru Nanak. Slander, dushman baat kare hanoni. Slander shall tell you something which should just hit you hard to shake your feet. But just remember, your feet are the lotus feet. And you are sacrificed to the Guru. Therefore, when somebody slanders you and says things to you which are ugly and dirty, bless them and pray for them that God give them a strength to speak good English. And pray for them the next time when they meet you, they should tell you some good news. And bless them so that they can have strength to see you sometime and speak good word. That's the highest act of divinity you can perform. The sacrifice of the Akal Takht is a personified occasion to understand that so long we live, we shall live in the ecstasy of God and the holiness of the Holy Naam. And we can be proud to say, Nanak Naam, Chardi Kala, Tere Pane, Sarvat Ka Pala. Nanak, translated loud. I didn't hear it. It was very not harmonious. Come on, let us sing it one voice. We want the spirit to be exalted and we want all to be prosperous, including the slanderer, the abusers, and those who have planned differently. Blessed are those who challenge us and put us on the spot so that we can excel in Guru's grace. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa,